Hey everybody, it's Overkill here with a real life video again about Warhammer. What a shock, as you probably could tell from the models in front of me. So today I wanted to start, not a series I suppose, but I guess it kind of is. Just a little series, okay, we'll call it a series. A little series of videos where I show you all of my Warhammer models in anticipation of Total War Warhammer, of course. If you don't know, because a lot of you are new, and the last time I made a video about my models was probably when I was in like the 400 to 500 subscriber zone, I guess, is that I have a lot of Warhammer stuff. More than I should have. I've spent a lot more money on this than a normal person probably would. But I love the damn things. They're a big part of my life. And I gotta thank you, Lord Rexor, if you're watching this, for inspiring me to bust all these models out and actually get back to working on them, because I have so many that aren't finished when they should be. But anyway, enough rambling on. Let's just take a look at two of my armies in this video. I thought I might as well show both of them because they're quite iconic, and I got into these two armies at the same time with a starter set about 6 years ago. So yeah, without further ado, let's look at my dwarfs and my orcs and goblins. Now you can see that this army is quite small. These are all old models, at least 4 years old. The newest being those boar boys back there, which aren't even completed. One of them is missing somewhere. I think it's over in one of the boxes over there. Ooh, look at that riptide. Ooh, that's not mine. That is my my girlfriend's. Hey, let's take a look at this. This is of course from 40K and not fantasy, but look at this damn thing. Isn't that awesome? Tower, cool, for the greater good. But anyway, you can see there's boxes there, a bunch of boxes over there. Hey, you see those wings right there? I wonder what that is. Ooh, there's boxes here. Not Warhammer models, but Bolt Action, which is a World War II game. You can see I have Russians. So that's the guy with a Molotov. There's a Panzer IV right here. There's a M4 Sherman in the back, and a T-34 probably in this pile here. Yeah, there's Americans, Germans, all that stuff. Right here, there's a box of Age of Sigmar stuff. That would be Khorne Bloodbound and Stormcast Eternals. Here's a bunch of books and a wooden gun, apparently. That's all old. Pretty much none of those books really work for the games anymore. But anyway, I'm rambling on too much. So the dwarfs, let's take a look at them first. Actually, no, let's take a look at the Night Goblins and Orcs, because they're the oldest and the shittiest, and I want to get them out of the way. So I have a bunch of Night Goblins. There's supposed to be 40 here, but some of them are still in a box that's right there, and a lot of them are off their bases or broken or something. There's probably even some broken ones in there. Yeah, there's one right here. Then there's some bows. You can see there a lot of them are missing. I'm supposed to have 20 of these, and I think I already said 40 of them, but that's that. We got a custom-made, very shittily custom-made, if I may add, Orc War Boss here. He's not even fully painted. Yeah, he's pretty good. Then we got some Black Orcs. Again, kind of bad looking. This one's not too bad for my old painting, that is. By my standards today, it's abysmal, but I can't repaint him anymore without stripping the paint, and I don't have anything to strip paint right now. But there's a bunch of those. I got a bunch of normal Orc boys, which again look terrible, because they're probably the second kit that I bought after the starter set. So you can see that they look pretty bad, but that's okay. Then there's Spider Riders and Boar Boys, and a very sad looking troll. He's like, please kill me, I'm painted so bad, oh. But yeah, that's the Night Goblins and Orcs. Oh, I almost forgot these little shits right here. Here's a Night Goblin War Boss with a squig. I actually liked how this guy turned out for such an old model. He actually looks pretty good, surprisingly. And then there's this guy who would look good if his staff wasn't broken off. He didn't look like a twat, but there's him. So those two turned out pretty good. The rest of it's pretty bad. Let's move into something that actually looks a bit more decently. That's my dwarfs. Now, my dwarfs are my second largest Warhammer Fantasy army, my largest being the vampire counts. So we'll be showing those in another video. But here you can see my dwarfs. So we got a bunch, and I mean a bunch of thunderers. These are the handgunners. Basically, well, not even muskets. They have rifling. Very accurate dwarf rifles, basically. yeah, what can I say? Of course, they'd be like long pistols to people because of how small they are. But yeah, we got some. Jeez, I'm really sorry for the camera. I'm using an iPad to film this because that's all I have. But I have some custom-made iron breakers. These are the Dwarf Elite sword and melee weapon infantry. We've seen them before in the Total War Warhammer clips, I think. Pretty sure. Either way, they're just fully armored. Of course, there are new models for those, but I made these a couple of years before those new models came out. We got some Dwarf Warriors here, so they're basically the same thing, just less armored and less skilled. We have some Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. They're pretty cool. We have an organ gun, a cannon, and another cannon, which isn't painted. We have some miners back there, and then we have my characters. So we have a battle standard bearer here, a Thane or Lord with a axe and shield. We have a runesmith or Lord. He's awesome. Thane or Lord with pistol and shield, and then a demon / dragon slayer. So yeah, I haven't had the chance to actually play with these guys in a goddamn long time. It's been over a year at least, because there's no shops or clubs around where I live, so I don't have the chance to actually take these guys out. But yeah, that's my dwarfs and orcs. Just a little heads up. If I ever buy, well, I'm going to buy more Warhammer stuff eventually, but then my next purchase, rather, for Warhammer Fantasy is, well, Age of Sigmar now, god damn it, is going to be Orcs, because they made a new set, a $100 set, Canadian that is, where you get like, what was it, like 15 boys, 10 boys or something like that, Chariot, War Boss, and Boar Boys or something, I don't know, it was a good deal for $100, if you know Warhammer that is. And I think I'm going to get it, and I'm going to make some goddamn good-looking orcs instead of these shit ones. Because, I mean, like, compare... This was actually repainted at least once. I mean, like, look at that. Yeah, he's melting. His face is, like, melting. And then look at, let's say... Well, one of my most recent models. I'm also going to show you these guys, because these are little teasers for my other models. But here's a Chaos Knight, a Khorne Chaos Knight. I mean, like, you can tell that there's a bit of a difference over the years. I'm still nowhere near a great painter, but I'm proud of my work. So that's a Chaos Khorne Knight, or Khorne Chaos Knight. Here we have a Empire Reichsguard standard bearer. This is a bit old. This is like 3 years old, I believe. We have an Ogre Tyrant, who is very goddamn dusty apparently, so sorry about that. But here's him. Ogres are not in the Total War Warhammer as of yet. They may become a faction in maybe one of the expansions, or we may see them as mercenaries, maybe. That'd be pretty cool. But there's him. And then we have a Vampire Count's Crypt Horror. You can see he's pretty cute. Got a pretty messed up torso on his back. But yeah, that's your little teasers for my other factions. If you guys would like to see more videos about my Warhammer models, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. And yeah, just basically tell me what army you'd like to see next, and we'll get to it. So there's Vampire Counts, Chaos, Ogres, Empire, and then there's also Wood Elves over there. Those are my girlfriends. There's not a lot, so I mean, if you want to see like maybe like 20 models, there's that. But then I also have 40k stuff. So there's my girlfriend's Tau. I have Imperial Guard, Tyranids, Orcs, and maybe there's something else. Blood Angel Space Marines. There we go. And then there's also Bolt Action. I can show you guys that because there is more than this. I have another full army in a box somewhere. And yeah. Oh, also. Oh, I completely forgot. That's not all my Orcs and Goblins. There's actually some in this little red tub here for whatever reason. I got a bunch of Savage Orcs who are not on bases for whatever reason. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, Savage Orcs are cool, and they're actually the more recent models. I painted these like 2 years after anything else, so they actually look really good, in my opinion, compared to the rest of the army at least. I'm proud with how they were done. But there's also this. This is another thing for my just a little teaser for Orcs for 40k. Yeah. Out of the way, dwarfs, bam! We're the ones that survived into 40k, not you. But there's that, that's a Gorkanaut. But anyway, guys, I've rambled on too much. This video is long as shit. I love you guys. Say goodbye to the Gorkanaut. Blah!